Hare Krishna, welcome back to the series Nimai's Adventure. Today we'll be reading Chapter 4 The Name Giving Ceremony. To his surprise, the path to the garden was not far from the neem tree, so Mali arrived fairly quickly. He looked around the beautiful garden. There were flowers of all shapes and colors, and a fresh patch of green grass. Birds sang sweetly on the trees, and cows roamed around munching on grass. Mali looked around for the tortoise, however, he could not be seen anywhere. Walking towards the back of the garden, Mali discovered a big round shell. This must be Tilak, the tortoise, Mali thought, knocking on the huge shell. Mali wondered if his small paws would knock loud enough for Tilak to hear. At first, there was no reply, but then, ever so slowly, a stumpy green hand popped out, and out came rest of the Tilak, the tortoise. Mr. Tilak, whom the owl sent me to you, she said you will tell me the story of Nimai's name-giving ceremony. The tortoise looked quite elderly, but when he heard Nimai's name, he jumped to ecstasy, quickly turned to Mali, and at once agreed to tell him everything he could about Nimai. The tortoise's eyes sparkled just like rest of the animals. Sitting next to Mali, Tilak the tortoise began to speak in a slow voice. Now, because of my old age, I might forget one or two things along the way, so please bear with me, Bali. Mali, the mouse corrected, smiling at the sweet old tortoise. I'm sorry, dear, I told you I was getting old. Tilak began. After a few days passed following his appearance, the time for baby Nimai's name-giving ceremony arrived. The name-giving ceremony is a special day where a newborn baby receives a name that will be lucky for them for the rest of their life. On the ceremony day, Jagannatha Mishra's house was decorated very nicely. Pink and yellow flowers hung from the ceiling, and scented perfume was sprayed throughout the house, filling it with sweet aromas. Jagannatha Mishra invited many brahmanas and neighbors to his house to bless Nimai at the ceremony. All anyone was speaking about was what name the baby should be given. Nimai's grandfather, Neelambara Chakravarti, also arrived at the ceremony. The senior guests spoke to each other and thought carefully about everything that would help them decide the baby's name. Finally, the Brahmana stood up and announced to Nimai's parents, the child's name will be Vishwambara. The name Vishwambara means Lord of Universe. We decided this because your son will be glorified as Lord Krishna himself. His nickname will be Nimai, as he was born under a neem tree. The residents of Navadvipa cheered in excitement upon hearing this, and Nimai's parents thanked all the Brahmanas for blessing baby Nimai. The beautiful sound of various instruments like flutes and drums filled the air. Everyone chanted, Hari Hari, Hari Hari, Hari Hari. To conclude the ceremony, Tilak said a special choice of items was placed in front of baby Nimai. Why is this choice of items given to the baby? Mali asked curiously. Tilak replied, this is done to see what item the child will crawl to, as it is an idea of their nature what will they choose to do in the future as an adult. In front of Nimai there was a Srimad Bhagavatam book, a pile of rice, gold, and instruments. Jagannatha Mishra told his little son, Nimai, you may crawl to any object you want. Baby Nimai started crawling and everyone stopped what they were doing and stared, curious to know what the baby would pick. Nimai crawled past all the rice, gold, and instrument. He went straight to the Srimad Bhagavatam and touched it with his little lotus hands. Everyone was amazed at the child's choice and said, this baby will be famous scholar when he grows up. Baby Nimai looked around and smiled with his pink lips, captivating everyone with his beauty. Thus, Nimai is also known as Vishwambara. Is there any other meaning to this beautiful name? Vishwambara Mali inquired, captivated by the sound of this beautiful name. In a proud voice, Tilak replied, in addition to the meaning, the Lord of Universe, Vishwambara also means the one who will take care of and maintain all the planets and demigods, my dear Mali. When he concluded his story, Tilak hurried the awestruck Mali on his journey, saying, now you shall hear the pastimes of Nimai when he became a mischievous young boy. Go quickly to find my friend Sandesh, the shunk in the forest. He will tell you all about Nimai's cheeky and clever ways to make everyone chant Krishna's name. Off ran Mali, eager to hear his next story. Vishwambara ki Jai!
Join us tomorrow to see what Mully the Mouse gets up to.